sometimes a claimant can be approached by people who are posing as people who can help. And they might even attempt to convince a client to accept to lodge a fraudulent claim so that they can share. And the idea is to actually advise the public that do not accept to be used for purposes of lodging fake claims with insurance companies, because that will obviously lead to criminal sanction. Yes.
So anecdotally, we know that insurance fraud is in the rise in the country, but how grave is that situation? How are the numbers looking like?
Okay, so the trend in a major number of categories has been increasing. We have several types of fraud. For example, we have players who purport to carry on business as if they are licensed by IRA, because for anyone to do any insurance business in Kenya, they must be licensed by the Insurance Regulatory Authority. And before one is licensed, there are various requirements that they must meet, which are prescribed under the law. And if someone does not meet those provisions of the law, doesn't meet those provisions of the law, it means they will not be able to meet the licensing requirements, and therefore they will not be registered. But some would decide by hook or crook, they would want to get into the market and carry on insurance business without the license. So sometimes we see the numbers growing where someone may purport to be licensed by the authority, they are not licensed, and they go on to con the public of their funds by purporting they are taking premiums to get them insurance cover, and they give them fake covers. So we have seen an increase in those numbers. We have seen an increase in numbers where people lodge fake claims, taking fake documentation to the insurance company and having payments made based on these fraudulent documents that have been given by the policy holder. So we find that the numbers have been increasing, but we are, as an authority, we have put in place a unit which is known as the Insurance Fraud Investigation Unit. This is a unit that is manned by officers who are seconded to the authority by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation. So they are able to receive these reports, investigate these reports, and if they find that they have a strong case against the person who has been investigated, then they would forward the case for prosecution as is required under the law. So in the long term, there is a hope that the numbers will continue reducing as the public is sensitized the way we are doing now. As the insurance, the people who work in the insurance companies become more professional. Now we have a law that is regulating officers who work in insurance companies to make sure that they are adhering to ethical standards, they abide by the code of conduct. We are also ensuring that the public, the policyholders, are aware of their rights and they are able to follow the right process when it comes to aspects of ensuring the claims are paid and the insurance companies do their part in the process. Yes.
You mentioned something about the requirements that are needed for one to get a license from IRA. What are these requirements, if you could just walk